Paul was telling Timothy, there's something in you that you need to fan into flame. And of course, we know when you're lighting a fire, you see, like you can see when the charcoal is almost dying out. It's not yet dead. There's some fire, but it's not active fire. So Paul was asking Timothy to fan into flame the gift of God, which is already in him through the laying on of his hands. For God did not give us a spirit of timidity or cowardice or fear, but of power, of love, and of sound judgment and personal discipline. This, I think, amplified in Ongezeyo and personal discipline. And I read this, and I think it was a time when we were reading the book of Corinthians and the gifts of the Holy Spirit. And I thought sometimes you can feel quiet, you feel like you don't know it's up to you to really fan the flame of God that is already in you, to fan the gift of God that is already in you. We were reading about the gifts of the Holy Spirit, and then concurrently I was reading the book of Timothy, and I thought sometimes you may feel like you have nothing. And Paul was reminding Timothy, it's up to you to fan that flame, so that it's a fire, right? And you need it to be a fire. You don't need it to be still, iko kajoto, once in a while imewaka. You need it as a fire. And I think God was just reminding me to know that whatever God has called, rather you've received from God as a gift, that you know that I have this gift of the Holy Spirit. It's now up to you to fan it into flame. Like to never sit and spectate things, and just know it's up to you. The same way Paul was asking Timothy, fan it. Because God did not give you a spirit of timidity. I loved Amplified because it called it timidity. Timidity is you feeling like, I'm small, I'm like, how will I even start? Or fear. You're afraid to step into what God has asked you to. But He gave us a spirit of power, of love, and of sound judgment and personal discipline. And then Amplified inasema personal discipline as abilities that result in a calm, well-balanced mind and self-control. As a father, like every time you step back and think, Paul, father to Timothy, was not physically present. He's telling him, we prayed for you and we laid hands on you, and there's something in you, but know that you need to fan it, because you should not be a coward, right? You should not be timid into walking in that which God has called you, because it's already in you, right?